Our next performer, I can read from there, is glad that we no longer live in slavery times because he can't imagine anything more demeaning or demoralizing than going through life being called Master Beatty. Please welcome Brian Beatty. How was that? Was that okay?
Just between us, Victoria's secret is that her brasiers and panties do not look like that on all women. Or me. Until just now, that was what I like to call Brian's secret. I don't know what all of you would be doing if you weren't out at Louis Anderson's big New Year's Eve comedy extravaganza tonight, but I know what I'd be doing. I'd be at home, working on my own personal line of greeting cards. So far, I've written a card that says hello. I've also written a card that just says hi for less formal occasions. I've written a card that says hola because if you drive up and down Lake Street in Minneapolis like I do, you will see Hispanic people greet each other too. Poetry sells tons of greeting cards, so I've written some poetic cards. I've written one that says long time, no see. For those of you who didn't get the poem, it's an avant-garde haiku kind of thing. And then for fans of traditional rhyming poetry, I've written a card that says, screw you. Now, if your friends and family are anything like my friends and family, that will be the perfect card for most holidays. While we're on the subject of poetry, I did bring along a couple poems I'd like to read tonight because, let's admit it, nothing puts comedy and comedy extravaganza like a poetry reading. This first poem is called Living with Guilt. I wasn't there with my family when Granny died. So now I'm the only one with an alibi. This next poem is actually based on something my granddad always used to say, and it's called, Are You on Drugs? Counting your chickens before they hatch is a waste of your X-ray vision and math abilities. I've written greeting cards, I've written poetry. I was going to write a mystery novel, but someone stole my idea. Someone over here made the raspberries, but they can't all be great. I tried to get a job driving one of those Brinks money trucks, and it was going great until the interviewer asked where I saw myself in 5 years. And like some kind of idiot, I told her the truth. I said on the sandy beaches of a remote island paradise. My New Year's resolution for 2006 is to exercise more. And this year I mean it. I mean it so much that I've actually gotten a head start, and I am here tonight to say those Lamaze classes that the mailman was talking about earlier are everything people say they are. Controlled breathing, my kind of workout. And for the first time ever in my life, some of the guys will identify with this, I don't feel the least bit self-conscious about the fact that I've got a bit of a gut. Because I mean to put this nicely, but there are some enormous women in that room. And they always say the same thing, but I'm eating for two. To which I can only reply, so it appears. While we're on the subject of women, you should know I recently realized that I have a foot fetish. It's true. I couldn't date a woman who didn't have feet. Oh, now, see, some of you think this is kinky, but I like to think it's old-fashioned because my favorite part of romance has always been the chase. And before I go tonight, I would like to thank you for being a great audience and thank Louie and KQ and Northrop and Scott Hansen's organization and everybody for making this opportunity possible. And then I'd like to leave you with a little bit of wisdom in the spirit of the holidays and the new year, something you can share with friends and family. And that is this. Laughter really is the best medicine, unless, of course, you're a Christian Scientist. And then it's pretty much the only medicine you've got. So, best of luck against the cancer. My name is Brian Beatty. You guys have been great. Thanks.